Buck Hill.
Well, what I know about Buck Hill.
The story I know about Buck Hill is...
From what I understand.
From what I've heard for many years.
What I hear, it's
There was according to some online articles, this is how the story goes. Back in the Great Depression.
way out in the boonies of Buck Hill.
This family that had lived at the bottom of the hill.
A man was living with his daughter.
There was I don't know what he did. Was he a hunter or something? Logger.
he went out to get an armful of wood. The dog got out and the little girl ran after him.
She gets lost in the woods.
When he got back in the house, noticed his daughter was missing.
He decided, well, I'm going to grab my lantern and go out.
He decided to go looking for her.
He kept looking and looking for the little girl, but he never found her.
And basically went looking for her, but basically he never returned.
He found nothing.
Problem is, that's how the story ends. No one knows what happened to the logger, what happened to the girl, or what happened to the dog.
Some people believe that because he put so much energy into trying to find her throughout his life, when he passed on, his ghost remains looking.
You have to go in the black of the night and you drive up and then you'll blink your lights 3 times. And when you go, you say, "Daddy, Daddy, 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 Daddy."
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
Sometimes the lights come out and it's like somebody's carrying a lantern.
The little green lantern, little lantern.
The lantern?
Little lantern, an orb of light.
To this day, he's still looking for his daughter with the lantern, and that's what you see at the hill.
I don't think I want to go. It seems to me like it would be kind of scary.
So I would say I have been to Buck Hill over 100 times. So the first time I went would have been March 2003. A friend of mine messaged, I was with another friend. It's like, hey, let's go to Buck Hill. We drove out and we started on Buck Hill, and it, kind of goes a little bit windy before you go up the hill, the rolling hills. We come to the end and I said, oh my God, guys, look, there is a light off up in the bush. It doesn't make any sense. It's March, there wouldn't be any motorcycles. And all of a sudden it just went out. All of a sudden it came on right in front of us. And I will never forget that. I will never forget someone and all of us yelling and turning such a big car around in such a small space so fast in my entire life. And we turned around and I was looking out the back window and it was following us. So we got down to the stop sign and we're all panicking. That's when we decided we're cutting this off. So we left, went back to my ex-boyfriend's parents' place, and we went to bed. I guess it must have been maybe 2 a.m. by this time. And after, I couldn't believe what happened. Dad knocked on the door and said, hey, your horn is blaring and it's not stopping. Like, it sounds like somebody's behind the wheel and pushing on it. What? So we got up, went out, and sure enough, the horn is blaring and it just wouldn't stop. From there, didn't want to wake up the neighbors, so he gets in the car. He drives down the road, didn't come back, he didn't come back. So I got in my car, drove down, found him, and the horn's still just going. So as he was trying to go and undo the battery, it just stopped. Got in the vehicles, came back, went back to bed. And all of a sudden we heard like somebody was revving their engine. And we both looked at each other and we said, we're not getting out of this room, we're not going anywhere. It was just so creepy. I don't think you could find a scarier place in the Ottawa Valley than Buck Hill. I've been hearing about it my entire life. Everyone has a story or knows someone that has a story about Buck Hill. And I think that's one of the ways that you know you're from the valley, is if you have a Buck Hill story.